West Springfield man now in custody after posting a threatening video on social media. On Sunday, a video was posted showing a man making threatening statements against the Jewish community while standing in front of the Jewish Community Center in Long Meadow. That individual identified as Springfield Fauzi of West Springfield and was holding what appeared to be a gun while also making threats and spitting on the JCC sign. Fauzi was charged and taken into custody without incident early on Monday morning. He was also held on $25,000 bail prior to being arraigned in court on Tuesday. The gun in the video was recovered at the time of the arrest and was identified as a blank gun and not a real firearm.